Dallas has just been on a tear. I believe we can attribute that to Jason Robertson. Also, Jake Ottinger, who's really stepped in.
Yeah, so we can compare a rookie QB to a toddler. Hayward's absence for this game will be significant, and I wouldn't be surprised if this game turns into a blowout as of late.
The Golden Knights just can't pull it. I really think the Avalanche are determined this year.
They made so many moves and grabbed so many guys that they have to win a championship or at least make the finals. They were on our championship and bust.
The same self, the only year he won an MVP was the year he cheated, which really should put something against that MVP. But
yeah, and as a Cowboys fan, I have learned how dangerously good Aaron Rodgers has been with he can just thread a pass.
Hello, I am Ruby Ackerman, and you are listening to Outsider's Opinion with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NFL Opinions of the Week as we continue our march for more organization as we review our predictions quicker than what we have done in the past. And Austin, you are on a tear since you learned of the overall score.
Yeah, I think I lost the next one we reviewed, which was the MLB playoff predictions. But since that playoff predictions, we've done the MLB season predictions, the NFL playoff predictions, and now the NFL season predictions. And with this one, I've won 3 straight. I knew that you were leading it, and I had to lock in. It's extremely important. I guess this NFL season one was the first one that we did after we reviewed. So we've done 2.
That's very true.
We've done 2 since we reviewed, and I've won both of them. So I got to get back. I got to eventually take the lead again. But yeah, this one wasn't particularly close. I had 21 points. How many did you have again?
I had 5, and that all comes from the AFC, as I got none in the NFC.
Wow. Which side do you want to start with reviewing?
Let's go with the NFC, because I did get points, but a lot of them canceled out because of how bad mine were. And this was a really exciting year, I would say, in the NFL. Partly because of it was really hard to predict, and there were some teams that dealt with injuries, but also some teams that made some moves, and one of that being the Seahawks, and it really paid off as they ended up winning the Super Bowl.
Yeah, that's a good point. The NFC West was rough for me. I had the 49ers at 1, Rams at 2, Cardinals at 3, and Seahawks at 4. I did have the Seahawks scoring 7 and 10, so I didn't have them being horrible, but I did have them at 4, and that division only got me 2 points.
So I ended this division with -2 points. I had the Niners making the playoffs and being the number 1 seed. They were the only team to make the playoffs in this division. Seahawks, second, but missing the playoffs. Rams, third, missing the playoffs. Cardinals, fourth, missing the playoffs. I got a point there, but the other three I got wrong, so I had -3 total points plus 1. That puts me at -2.
Wait. That's incorrect. Because the Niners made the playoffs. That's +3 for the Niners being in the playoffs.
Oh, I thought they didn't. My bad.
Yeah, so you should get +1,
I
think.
Yeah, so that would put me at 2. And yeah, that would just put me at 1. So
for that.
Yeah. So I did have another mistake, but
so you're at 7 now?
I'm at 6 now. Because I only got 1.
No, it should be. You should have gotten 2 points because you had them at 1 point for you, but now it's 3 points.
Okay.
So that's +2. So you should have 7 points.
Okay, got it. Okay, so I'm at 7, but I still lose.
Yeah, and I'm still at 21. So there's a lot of mistakes you had to have extra for that to make the difference. And then this, if we look at my 2 worst divisions, were the AFC North, where I got -1, and also the NFC South. We'll go with this NFC South first. I had -1 for the Bucs being at 1. I had the Falcons at 2 at 9 and 8, and that team obviously did not make the playoffs, so I got 0. Then I had the Panthers at 6 and 11. They made the playoffs, so I got -1 there. And then I did get a point for the Saints at 4, so I got -1 for that division. And then the NFC or the AFC North, I had the Bengals at 1. Maybe that could have happened if they didn't get hurt. We'll never know. Then I had the Ravens at 2, but I only got 0, not -1, because I had them at 2, which happened, and then I also had them making the playoffs. So that's the -1 and the +1 cancel out. Then I had the Steelers at 3 at 7 and 10. I actually had them going below 500, but Mike Tomlin ended his Steelers career never going below 500. And then I had the Browns at 4 +1, so I got -1 for that entire division.
Yeah, so the NFC South, you and I had the same exact order. So we each ended, I believe, with that -1 point as well because I had Bucks 1, Falcons 2, Panthers 3, Saints 4. AFC North, I had Baltimore, Bengals, Steelers, Browns. I had the Steelers being above 500, but just missing the playoffs. But the Browns, I got a point for that, but the Steelers ended up making the playoffs. I was wrong on that. Bengals, I had making the playoffs, but I do think there are some current concerns with just how they are protecting Joe Burrows. He deals with a lot of injuries, and I wouldn't say that's injury prone. I think that's just kind of the situations he's in, as we kind of talked about injury proneness for a lot of players. And then Baltimore, -1 as well. I thought they would win the division. I came really close for that happening, but they just couldn't do it when they needed to.
Yeah. My best division was tied between the NFC North and the AFC East. The AFC East, and this also has my two favorite picks that I had. So I had the Bills at 1, only got +3 because they were 2, but I also had the Patriots at 2, but I had them making the playoffs. I had them my 7 seed. My 7 seed on the NFC side was the Bears. Two of the more surprising teams, I think, to make the playoffs, maybe beside the Seahawks and maybe the Panthers, were the Bears and the Patriots, and I had both of them making, and I think that's a big reason why I ended up winning.
Yes, you had some great divisions. NFC North, I only had 1 point come from that. I had the Packers winning the division, Lions at 2, Vikings at 3, Bears at 1, and I had the first 3 making the playoffs, and it's my luck that the Bears made the playoffs and they were missing the playoffs in my prediction. So that was another thing. And then if you go to the AFC East, I got the Buffalo at 1, Patriots at 2, but I had them missing the playoffs, so I get a -1. And then I Jets 3rd and Dolphins 4, which ended up the Dolphins being 3rd and the Jets being 4th. So just another,
That's
not
the same
quite.
as
I
me.
missed a lot.
I
Yeah.
think you and I had the exact same division: Bills, Patriots, Jets, Dolphins, right?
Yes. Yep.
But the only difference is I had the Patriots making the playoffs.
hmm Yeah. And I did not really do well on the bottom divisions as well. If you look at the AFC South, which was my biggest one, I had Houston Jaguars, Titans Colts, and the Colts almost burned me, but they end up losing. But they ended the division at 3rd, while the Titans were at 4th. But I got +3 points for Houston and the Jaguars. So that gave me 6 total points in the AFC South.
Yeah. The AFC South was rough for me. I also had the Colts. I had the Colts going 2-15, which was very incorrect, and they probably could have had a chance of making the playoffs. With Daniel Jones obviously doesn't have his injury, but Philip Rivers played okay whenever he came in. But I got 0 points for them. I got -1 for the Jazz because I had them at 3 at 6-11. I had the Titans at 2 at 6-11, but I did have the Texans making the playoffs, so I got +3 for them. So I got 2 for the division.
All right, and that leaves, I believe, the AFC West and the NFC East. The NFC East, I think we finally saw an end to repeat winners, or to non-repeat winners, as the Eagles, I believe, won it for the second straight year. I went that it would continue. I had Washington winning the division. They missed the playoffs with a lot of injuries. -1. Eagles at 2, so I got +3. And then Giants better than the Cowboys, as I didn't believe in Shoddy, and I still don't believe in him. But no points from either of those teams in the bottom of the NFC East.
Yeah, I got the Giants. I got a point for them. I also got an extra point from the Eagles because I had them being 1 and they ended up as 1. So I got those extra 2 points there, and then obviously the 3 points from the Eagles making it. But I also had the Commanders at 2 making it, which hurt me a little bit. Obviously, if they didn't have the injuries that they had, they could have had maybe a chance to make that prediction a little bit better. But obviously, that didn't happen. So I got the -1 for them.
All right, now that leaves the AFC West, which is where I think we had the same division again.
We did.
So, yeah. So I had Chiefs. We both had Chiefs 1, Chargers 2, Broncos 3rd, Raiders 4. Got a point for 4th with the Raiders being there, but the Broncos made the playoffs, so that's a -1. Chargers in 2, perfect spot, so you get 4 points, and then the Chiefs making it to the playoffs and leading the division. That was incorrect, so that's a -1 there.
Yeah, we had the exact same. both had the Chargers making the playoffs at 2, so that's +4 for each of us, and the Raiders at 4. So it was a interesting year. I think a very exciting year. I'm just happy I won the prediction.
Yeah, it's exciting, and yeah, we'll see what happens. You've made adjustments to after hearing the score. I may have to make some adjustments. We will see. So make sure you follow along with us, and thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.